All right. Let's dive into something that I think is super important for, well, everyone really.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Financial freedom.
Who doesn't want that, right?
Exactly. And more importantly, we're going to look at how to avoid some of the biggest mistakes people make on their way there.
The stuff that can really trip you up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got this awesome conversation between these two people, Alex and Jamie.
They know what they're talking about.
Oh, they've been there,
They made the mistakes.
learned from.
Exactly.
So they're sharing, the most common pitfalls.
Yeah.
So you don't have to.
Exactly.
Whether you're just starting out or you've been on this journey for a while,
Doesn't matter.
this is for you.
Yeah, this is packed with advice.
Practical advice.
Yeah.
To help you reach your goals.
And something that really stuck out to me right away is how much they both emphasize having a plan,
Oh, yeah.
like a real roadmap.
Not just like, oh, I want to be financially free.
Yeah. It's got to be way more detailed than that.
Specific goals, timelines, the whole 9 yards. It's like, think about it.
Yeah.
Would you set out on a cross-country road trip with no map,
Definitely not.
no destination? You'd be lost.
Yeah, totally aimless.
So where do you see yourself financially in 5 years,
Yeah, have you thought about that?
10 years, 20?
It's really that vision.
It's got to be crystal clear.
That sets the foundation.
And that brings us to one of the biggest, I think, roadblocks people hit.
Yeah.
Living beyond your means.
Oh, yeah, the dreaded keeping up with the Joneses syndrome.
That pressure to have the newest gadgets, the fanciest clothes.
The bigger house, the better car.
And it's a slippery slope.
Oh, it's a recipe for debt.
And stress.
And unhappiness, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're always chasing something.
Yeah, I've been there.
I think we all have at some point, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in that.
It is.
So how do we break free from that cycle?
Well, Jamie, from the conversation we're talking about, he's all about budgeting.
Ooh, budgeting gets a bad rap sometimes.
It does. It's like the B word of personal finance.
Like people think it's restrictive.
Yeah, like you can't have any fun.
But it's not about deprivation.
It's about understanding where your money is going.
Like having a financial GPS.
Exactly. It helps you make conscious choices.
About what you spend on.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got a roadmap. We're budgeting.
What's next?
What about debt? It feels like a dark cloud for a lot of people.
It can be, but Jamie makes a really interesting point.
Okay, what's that?
He talks about good debt versus bad debt.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so good debt is like a mortgage.
That's helping you build equity.
Right. Or maybe a loan to invest in a property.
Something that's going to appreciate in value.
Exactly. It's working for you in the long run.
So it's not all bad.
No, it's about being smart about it.
Strategic.
Strategic, yes.
Okay, but sometimes, even with a good plan and managing debt, just getting started with saving and investing can feel like a mountain to climb.
Definitely. But both Alex and Jamie are huge believers in starting early.
Even if it's just a little bit.
Exactly, because of this magical thing called compounding.
Oh, the snowball effect.
Exactly. It's basically your money making more money.
So the earlier you start, the bigger that snowball gets.
It's incredible. Time is on your side when you're young.
So true. But let's be real, even with the best plans, life throws curveballs.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Jamie actually brought up something super important.
What's that?
The emergency fund.
Oh, that's crucial.
He said, imagine a sudden job loss.
Or a medical emergency.
Something unexpected.
Could you cover, say, 3 to 6 months of living expenses without going into debt?
That's the question.
Having that emergency fund.
It's like a safety net.
Exactly, a financial cushion.
To absorb those shocks.
Yeah, it gives you peace of mind.
So we've talked about saving, but building a secure future isn't just about putting money aside.
Right.
It's also about diversifying your income.
Right,
Oh.
exactly. Alex is a big advocate for that.
Not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Precisely, because what if your main source of income dries up?
It happens.
It does.
So having multiple
It's
streams,
just side hustle.
investments that generate passive income,
Maybe rent out a spare room.
anything that creates more stability.
Like building multiple pillars to support your financial house.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
But let's face it, the world of investing can feel intimidating,
Oh, absolutely.
especially with all the hype around things like crypto.
Yeah, and those meme stocks.
It's easy to get swept up in that.
It really is.
But Jamie cautions against jumping into investments you don't understand. Do your research, know the risks.
Don't invest what you can't afford to lose.
It's like that saying, if it sounds too good to be true.
It probably is.
And on that note, Alex talked about something that I think we all struggle with.
What's that?
Making emotional decisions when it comes to investing.
Oh, that's huge.
Like panic selling when the market dips.
Or buying into something because everyone else is Exactly. And that can really mess up your long-term goals.
So we need a solid investment strategy,
And stick to it.
even when things get bumpy.
Discipline is key.
Okay, so we've covered a lot,
We have.
but there's one more big piece of the puzzle:
What's that?
retirement.
Ah, yes, the future.
It might seem far off,
Especially when you're young.
but Jamie stresses that planning for it is crucial,
And the earlier you start, the better.
even if it's just a small amount.
Exactly, because it gives your money more time to grow.
It's like planting seeds for your future self.
I like that. Nurturing your financial garden.
Finally, both Alex and Jamie agree on something really important:
What's that?
that financial literacy is a lifelong journey.
It's not a one-time thing.
It's constantly learning and adapting.
There are so many resources available.
Books, podcasts, online courses.
Even financial advisors.
The key is to be proactive.
And never stop learning.
So, by avoiding these common mistakes, we can set ourselves up for a much more secure financial future. But here's something to think about.
Okay.
Alex and Jamie talk about financial freedom being a lifestyle, not a destination.
That's interesting.
What does that mean to you? How can you integrate their advice into your everyday life?
It's something to ponder.
It is. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.